Hi everybody, welcome very much to the stream. Ezo is here, and today we are going to cast and do a watch party, if necessary / wanted, to the tournament of EGCTV, the Elite Classic 3 Open Qualifier number 1. You can type in the chat TEC3 to check the information about the organizers in the tournament. You can type in the chat !bracket to see all the brackets, all the games, but be careful because of spoilers. You can also type in the chat !mappool to know what maps are going to be played, and also you can type in the chat !prizepool to know how much money is involved in the tournament and how it's going to be distributed. Have in mind that EGCTV does receive donations from the community, and those also go to the players as well. So we have a lot of games available. I could actually show you some of the brackets and some of the games that are live. Hold on, my cat just jumped to my lap, so I have to adjust things here. So here are all the games going on at the moment, and then also the players that lose in the round of 4, or in the round 3 and round 4, so the round of 8 and the round of 16, will be participating in the Silver League, which is a semi-pro level, almost pro level tournament, which I really enjoy. So for example, we have Lash playing Jundo as well. That could be a good game actually. Let's see, what game are they casting on the main stream, so we don't cast that same game. Oh, I don't know. What are they casting here? You have to check the VOD real quick. So Chunk Francis Knock Knock. So we can go ahead and cast Lash versus Jundo, if that is available at the moment. Oh, also, just need to add something here. It's going to be a good day, guys, today. Good casting, a lot of games. There we go. We add in the logo. All right. Now we find the players. There we go. Okay, just played game 1. Let's go in. All right, let's get it, guys. Welcome to the stream. Welcome to the channel. So this is game 1. Hi everybody, welcome very much to the Elite Classic 3 Open Qualifier number 1. We are here on the round of a lot, so hold on, let me check. But yeah, we have here in the color blue, playing as the Vasi Dynasty is Lash versus Jando in the color pink, playing as the Byzantines. Thank you very much for being here. Your support is greatly appreciated. And we are currently in the round of 64, if I'm not mistaken, because this is indeed an open qualifier, so a lot of people signed up to try and qualify for the main event of the Elite Classic 3. And this tournament is being hosted by EGCTV, of course, and make sure to use the links down below to find EGCTV and Lash and Jando both live on Twitch as well. So Byzantines versus Abbasid, interesting matchup. Good matchup here to start the series, and I believe this is a best of 3. So the player winning the first game will be very much ahead, and we are playing on Lipany, if I'm not mistaken, because we have these cliffs over there. So I think we are on Lipany, and Lash on the Abbasid should have a good time on Lipany, doing multiple town centers, going for the berries as well. Here the Byzantines, which have been nerfed/buffed, because now their cisterns always cost 125 stone, so they're slow, or their start is a bit slower than it was before. Pretty cool statue over there. Oh, but Jando with the berries in the back could be a great place for the Grand Winery, and also all those deer are here together. So a wall over here, plus a wall over there, or even just a wall here, could secure a lot of deer and berries in the future. But then it will be a very big wall, hard to defend. The bigger the wall, the harder it is to defend. And Jando is almost going to the feudal age, gathering a lot of stone in here. And I think Lash is better than Jando, but Jando is also a good player. So don't play Jando out. I expect Lash to actually not qualify, but to get really, really close, and in a good day, in a surprising day, could qualify for sure. But we have players like Demu trying to qualify as well. And how many players will be? So I think 4 players will be qualified, or 4 or 8 players will be qualified today. But we have, for example, Lash, Starflark, SAS, MSNDK, Corvinus, Scarlet Devil, CSO, Core, Sorov, Kiliardi, Melmaika, Demu, G-Way, Gully, Numodan, Dragovan, Scatterbrained, Kat, Muhodo, Faye, Eliona, even Abel is here, Valdemar as well, Myriad. So Co-op is here too, so a lot of good players looking to qualify. There will be a qualifier in the day after of this first qualifier, so there will be more chances to qualify, and even the players that don't qualify for the main event will be qualified for the Silver League, which is a pretty cool event that we'll be casting and covering here on the channel as well. Grand Winery is the choice for Jando, and Lash is going with Military Wing, but is not skipping that second town center. He'll be potentially using the 2 spearmen and 2 archers spawning immediately as the age up clicks in to apply pressure to the enemy, to give himself time to get the second TC, or to just protect the location of the second TC to not be harassed by any early military units from Jando. In terms of food, we have some berries in the front, not berries, deer, and berries as well, and more berries and deer in a very far away place. Yeah, Lash's spawn when it comes to food is really poor, because everything is to the front, while Jando, even though it's a bit further away, it's kind of to the back, but it's kind of still exposed. So I would say both players don't have the safest food sources, and Jando goes immediately to the horticulture upgrade. You can get it faster if you activate Dialecticus on the cistern. I think Jando did not activate that, no. So that upgrade could be coming in faster, improving the economy of Jando faster as well. And fresh foodstuffs coming in from Lash. Second TC will be... I'm here, maybe here on the golden wood in the back. That could be a good option. Oh, that's one thing that Lash is better than Janto. Janto has 1 gold in the back. He's extending the systems all the way over here because he can get 2 golds and 1 berry. And that's actually pretty nice, but also very far away. Lash goes second TC, close to the wood line, now bringing the deer into his own base. So military wing was not used to harass, but is rather being used to provide some very good food-wise sustainability. On the side of Jando is going into archers. Interesting build, is going archers Keshik. Lash went military wing, so if he wants, he can research bootcamp and increase the health of the infantry units, but also with fresh foodstuffs and second TC, the economy will be much better, and if he wants to build archers, he'll have way more potential than the Byzantines. But Byzantines then will have those free units on the form of the mercenaries that you can pay with oil. But Jando is going for the whole cistern system under 7 minutes. Level 3, no, that will be level 4, not level 5. Still a very good aqueduct network, boosting the Byzantine Empire very well, very efficiently. Some archers arrive from Jando at the battlefront. Lash retrieves into his own base. He's going stable and archery range, so this could be horsemen and camel archers. A old build from when Abbasid was quote-unquote broken. And they had even a bigger discount in the economy wing with the Fertile Crescent. But here, Lash went with the military wing, so the town center was not cheaper, the farms are not cheaper. Because one part of the strategy that involved spamming horsemen and camel archers was it was so easy to just allocate so many Abbasid villagers to wood and then spam farms around the town centers that then you could afford the horsemen and the camel archers because you'd have cheaper villagers because of fresh foodstuffs, and then Golden Age Tier 1 will give 15% gathering rate for all resources, and because farms were cheaper, you could do more of them, so they would pay off earlier as well. But Lash is going just horsemen and archers. I think his economy is not developed yet to a point where it can sustain heavy production of horsemen and camel archers. Double archer range could indicate a switch, because one of the problems of camel archer spam is the speed of which they are produced, which is 35 seconds versus one archer, which is 15 seconds. So triple archer range coming for Lash. He'll be able to pump out units really quickly. One advantage for Byzantines is that they are now producing units faster, 80% faster. So an archer here only takes 8 seconds to produce. But only one archery range. While... oh no, it's a barracks. I thought it would be a triple archery range. So some spearmen to soak up damage. Jando went archers and longbows. That's very interesting, we don't see that every day. Maybe the intention is to make some rams and then kill the villagers or the melee units that try to take down the Carossiphons. Indeed, siege engineering is coming through. And Lash is already almost 10 villagers ahead. But there is nothing here protecting the archers from Jando, so the horsemen feel free to jump in. They are going through into the archers. Longbows waiting in the back in the stealth forest. Spearmen as well around here. Not spearmen, limitane. Wanting to defend here, but the horsemen are taking care of the ranged units from Jando. No military upgrades, +1 range damage is here now, so the ranged units for Jando are doing way more damage. But those horsemen are doing way more damage in return. And even though Jando killed the ranged units from Lash, he lost a lot of his own ranged units, and Lash has more villagers and a slightly more efficient economy, I would say, because of the cheaper villagers and the 15% more gathering rate. Yes, we also have now level 5, so 26% gathering rate for the Byzantines, but only one building, and the archer is still being produced. Wait, it should be 100% faster right now. So it should be... maybe it was already level 5 when I saw it. So 8 seconds, but only one archer range. For Lash we have 2 archer ranges. The thing is, he's investing into horsemen, which are very expensive, and he only has 2. He lost a lot of them. Jando needs more spearmen. Because while he makes the Kairosiphones, the horseman numbers will grow. And 9 villager lead for Lash maintains, because he lost a villager in the early skirmish. Nice. I like what Jando did with the aqueduct network, but perhaps it slowed his push timing a little bit, because he had to collect a lot of stone. 125 times 5. So way more than 500 stone was collected. I mean, no, because when you drop buildings, you also receive passive stone. That's right. So he didn't need to mine all the stone for the cisterns. Lash with range defense upgrade, and now the range attack upgrade coming in. And 17 spearmen for Lash, 9 longbows, and 9 archers. No, 18 archers for Lash, not spearmen. Sorry. Horseman coming in. Accurate defense gets activated. 1 horseman goes down, but 1 villager goes down as well. So as I was saying, 20 archers for Lash, and technically 19 for Jando, but they're a bit better in terms of the longbows. Do we have bootcamp? Bootcamp not yet researched. Lash giving priority to other upgrades. Mahajatuk. Jando is marching into the base of Lash. Let's check the income per minute. Similar food income. Lash with more wood and more gold. That's a lot of archers for Lash. 27. I don't think Jando can deal with this. He has 14 archers and 14 longbows and 13 archers though, which is 27 as well. But I just think because of the economy situation, Lash can afford to lose some units while Jando cannot, because he's falling behind on the villager numbers. Mass archers from Lash starts shooting down at Jando. Nice kiting from Lash. The backline from Jando cannot keep up with the backline from Lash as Lash retreats into the town center. That's a tiny advantage for Lash, because he's only using archers. His army will be a bit faster. If Jando has the archers and the longbows on the same control group, the longbows will slow down the archers. Oh, and Lash is going to the castle edge with the economical wing. Then he'll be able to get better value on their farms. Jando is reinvesting into this fight. He wants to take down the second town center, but Lash is already 15 villagers ahead. Plus 15% gathering rate, which we have to offset from the 26% plus gathering rate for Jando. But for Abbasid, it's everywhere. Every single villager is buffed. Well, from Byzantine, it's only around the cisterns, which have a pretty good range. But sometimes imagine, Jando will run out of these berries, and he might not want to take this gold. But then the other golds are buffed anyway. So good connection actually from Jando over there. He keeps investing. He's remassing a lot of units. 20 archers, 15 longbows. But for Lash, only 20 archers and 30 horsemen. Jando wants to go in once again. He's now researching wheelbarrow at 14 minutes. Better later than ever. No, better later than never. Kairosiphones breaking down the wall, so Jando choosing another path right now. He burns the wall but then retreats. He's giving too much time for Lash, because once Lash ages up, the upgrade to the archers will be rather quick. 1 minute. Jando comes through, starts tearing down the second town center from Lash. The archers come in and shoot at the spearmen. We have horsemen raid at the same time. Spearmen in place to defend. Good play from Jando. Jando almost 20 villagers behind. Lost 3 villagers. Lash is now castle age. Triple archery range and triple barracks of Gulams can start being spewed out by Lash now. And the bootcamp also in queue. Upgrade to veteran on the archer also in queue, so not only the archers will get more bulky because the veteran upgrade, but also because of the bootcamp, and then there will be no way for Jando to sustain the damage. Second DC goes down though, but already a good villager lead for Lash. More villagers being attacked by the horsemen from Lash. Good play there. Nice defense from Jando. He retreats. He wants to go Castle Edge as well. Way more military from Jando. But the Gulams are hard to answer. But that's right. And it's not just that. It's just the better archers with more HP and the Ventrancy upgrade as well. One horseman was built by Jando. Jando now moves to the deer and also to the berries in the back line. Longbow numbers up to 20. Oh, Lash is coming in. Jando maybe should have retreated all the way back to his own base. The Gulams here will be too much to deal with because they have boot camp as well. They are now up to 224 HP. The Longbows retreating away. The Rams going down the Kairosiphones. The archers dealing some damage to Jando's army. And he retreats, but those are very heavy losses. And now the military numbers are way closer, and Lash, with the age-up advantage, with the technology advantage, could just push into the base of Jando. The armored units will sustain a lot of damage, but the longbows and the archers are decimating that one lancer over there. Good value from Jando. But Lash is way ahead on the destroyed value. So he's doing way better. Jando forcing a lot of the villagers to age up. 27 villagers on that quick age up, but he lost too many units. And now he's the one behind on the military count. I think this might be GG here, or really soon. Jando now would need to mass crossbows, but Lash already with 31 archers means that the crossbows can't do much. Cataphracts will be a good answer, but they are so expensive and take a lot of time to build up. So I think Jando will not be able to resist here, and we accelerate a little bit. Thank you for watching. Leave a like and subscribe if you're watching on YouTube. Check EGCTV, my Twitch channel, and these two players' Twitch channel as well. And game 1 goes to Lash. Let's go to game 2. Well done. Good game from Lash. Hi everybody, welcome very much to the channel. We are here for game number 2 out of best of 3. It's the Elite Classic 3 Open Qualifier Day 1 round of 64. It's still early and we have Lash in the color blue playing as the Rus versus Jando in the color pink playing as the Delhi Sultanate. Welcome and thank you for joining me here on Gorge as we witness Lash's attempt to close the deal. He won the first game. So it's now 1-0. And we have the Rus versus the Delhi. I think the Rus are still the strongest civilization in the game. Without the new civilizations, Knight Templar and House of Lancaster in consideration, because I still need more time. But I think House of Lancaster might be just one little bit behind Rus. I think Rus has a good economy as well, but way more tempo. Delhi, also very good civilization. Got shadow buffed by the nerf to professional scouts because it's free for them. But in general, I think They might not be able to do too much damage before Roos goes into that unbelievable castle age with high trade house and spam of horse archers. It will be a lot about pro scouts though. Roos still loves to do them. Delhi can only do them a bit later because they have to wait to get the technology. But they can produce units faster by placing scholars inside the barracks and the other military buildings, so they will be able to be present on the map a lot. Advantage for Roos is that they can use the hunting cabins to make scouts even before they age up if they want to, but also while they're waiting for professional scouts, while they're waiting for the resources to get professional scouts, they might get more scouts. A lot of sheep here from Jando, that's important because Roos also wants to get a lot of sheep in order to get gold from them as well. 2 scout opening from Lash. Actually, it was a good haul for Jando. He starts on the berries, so he doesn't need to rush to go back home and deliver the mouton, sheep in French. Where is the other scout from? I think Lash was a bit unlucky with the sheep. He got a bit more over there, maybe just placed all the sheep on the town center and we can see them, but it doesn't seem like there is any sheep alive left. So he might be running out of sheep soon. That could be a good sign for Jando. Golden Gate comes up for Lash very soon. Dome of the Fate for Jando, no Tower of Victory. Classical Delhi build coming through. And Jando brings 15 sheep back home in his scout. We move through into the feudal age. Oh no, we also have the bounty counter live on the observer mode. We don't need to switch the modes. So now we can see almost 100 bounty for Lash, the first tier, which will give 5% villager gathering rate on food, and hunting cabins generate 10% more gold. So those hunting cabins are generating 21 and 17 gold per minute, which will help into the professional scout build. Lash is building the barracks now to get some spearmen out to defend the deer. He's pushing the deer in before professional scouts come through. Jando still has to build his military building. It will be Ghazi Raiders perhaps, but Lash is already prepared with the spearmen. It's going to be his own spearmen, which can be produced faster. Maybe Tower of Victory here could be a good idea, because that would give 20% attack speed extra to the spearmen, because it's going to be a spearman on spearman clash. The thing is, if Lash builds a wooden fortress, he can get more wood, 20% more wood if I'm not mistaken, and then he can make a very quick and efficient switch into archers. Professional scouts being now researched halfway through for Lash, 30 seconds. But I think it's more than, it's not halfway through, it's a bit more. The first tier pack is at home right now using the spearmen and the scouts. 4 scouts already on the map for Lash, good presence over there. Spearmen from Jando still not in place. Some of the deer have been killed to make the task more difficult for the opponent. Professional scouts will be in 30 seconds for Jando. And he only has 1 scout available. He's not making Ghazi Raiders because he's afraid of the archer switch from Lash. No. Oh, there you go, Wooden Fortress, so Lash might be thinking about some wood. He might buy wood as well through Golden Gate. Spearmen in place, but there are more spearmen from Lash, so he can win the fight here. Scouts come in, and they start to sneak the deer in. No, they start to sneak the deer out. The spearmen from Jando are doing a good job, almost getting that scout there. Actually goes down. But in the end, it's a good fight, a good encounter for Lash, because he grabs 4 deer carcasses going back home. Jando has so much food. I thought he wanted to go into the castle edge real quick. He gets 1 sacred site. he could get the second sacred site, but then would lose it to the spearman of Lash. So Lash already has one deer pack, which was right there, and then he brings... I think he can get the second deer pack, and he's also bringing from the other side over there, but the scout will go down to the scout of Jando. Triple sacred site now under control of Jando, but he's gonna lose two of them right now. The Gaza Raider switch wasn't great, I believe. Spearman fighting. Castle Age already here for Lash. Unbelievable. Under 10 minutes. Actually clicked before 9 minutes. It's Rus, y'all. It's Rus. Double sacred site lost for Jando. And now Lash will just spam horse archers. I don't think Jando will have a way to answer to that as well. Jando can go into the Castle Edge very soon. He only made Spearman. I mean, he made some Gaza Raiders as well, but he didn't invest very heavily into them. He's bringing now his own deer back home. And that is still available, 6 deer. So he could deny that other hunting pack from Lash, which would make it difficult for Lash to go healthily into the Castle Age. Not into, but like to stay strong producing units into the Castle Age. You'll need to go to the boar or start doing some farms. If you can get that other deer pack, it will be amazing. You're already at the second tier of bounty for the Rus. 10% villager food gathering rate and hunting cabins generate more gold. That will be 120 something gold per minute on the high trade house. And Jando reconquering the sacred sites. He didn't win Castle Age just yet, but he has the resources to do so. House of Learning is the choice. We rarely see compatible defender these days. Lash is moving up with some spearmen and horse archers to deny the sacred sites and the relics from Jando. He sends a lot of scholars over here, but he can't pick the relic just yet. So those scholars are now at the mercy of Lash's army. And the horse archers will be very good at chasing here. Maybe Jando can heal the low health scholar and keep moving with the other ones. Castle Age almost in place. In play, I mean, for Jando. The Gaza Raider here goes down. So no unit to chase down the horse archers. And the spearmen are now upgraded for Lash as well. This is looking dicey for Jando. At least he's on the Castle Age right now. He's making men-at-arms and he can make them 100% faster if he has a scholar inside the barracks, which is the case. So it's only taking 11 seconds to produce 1 man-at-arms. Another scholar going down there. Jando losing a lot of scholars, but he has still 10 in the base. Heavy fight here for the sacred site and double relic as well. I suppose the scholar brought the relic from somewhere, or they were just right here. Jando losing a lot of units to the horse archers. Lash getting very ahead on the destroyed value. I think the army value here also counts the scholars for Jando. 1 relic gets grabbed. That's a success for Jando, actually. Let's check the income per minute. Oh, the food is crazy for Lash. And I'm pretty sure, yeah, he's not even mining gold. Lash getting no relics at the moment. He's too busy spamming horse archers. Well, Jando is behind by 2 villagers, though. Jando trying to resist, but the horse archer is just too strong. Man, it's really hard to counter the horse archers. You need a lot of archers and a lot of walls. Alright, at least Jando is bringing the 3rd relic back home, and he could secure the 4th here, but the warrior monk is arriving first! That's the extra movement speed for you, y'all. And actually, it could now kill the scholar from Jando. Oh, it's cruel. That's cruel. Good economy from Jando, though. 1,000 food in the bank, 400 gold. I guess he really needs some archers, because archers will be good at countering everything that Lash has. Lash has spearmen and horse archers, so archers will be a good play for Jando. And Lash runs out of food. Yep, or he's close to. Still some deer in the base, but he moves out into the boar. And we're almost at the third tier of the Rus bounty system, which will give them 15% more villager food gathering rate, and hunting cabins will generate 40% more gold. So 125 gold generation over there, plus 26, plus 22, and that will be even better in the future. Jando getting a lot of upgrades, inclusive the veterancy to the Spearmen and the Ghazi Raiders, but he's falling behind on the military numbers too. Remember that the scholars inflate the military number from the Delhi, so he only has 25 units of Spearmen, 9 Ghazi Raiders, 3 Men-at-Arms. The Elephant is coming through, but the Horse Archers in good numbers can just kite it with not much trouble. Lash is checking the food sources from Jando, checking the berries over there. Jando ran out of food in the base. He has some villagers over there. He wants to drop a keep perhaps here to secure the front berries. He can't go for the boar because he's playing Delhi. And Lash just check the... Oh, and he leaves a scout on those berries. That's a very smart idea from Lash. Making sure that if Jando goes to that food source, Lash will know about it and will be able to punish our Delhi player. That's a very good Ghazi raid. 14 Ghazis going straight to the boar. There is a wooden fortress. Second TC from Lash is already 3 villagers ahead. No, that's 2. 2 villagers ahead. Ghazi raiders arrive. Good reaction from Lash. He even dropped the food. Welcome to the stream, everybody. Welcome, welcome. The Ghazi Raiders burning down the tower where the Rus villagers are. The Rus army is not reacting to this. It's raiding in the base. It killed 10 villagers. Jando with insane losses. I didn't realize. Lash loses some villagers here, but it's way worse for Jando, especially because Lash is now going into a second town center, which will allow him to produce more villagers. So the villager lead will go even further for Lash. It's now up to 7. But also a lot of idle time, a lot of villagers just moving around here for Jando. The Elephant sure is helpful, but the Horse Archers are kiting away the whole army from Jando and is forced to retreat. This seems to be a very good path to the win of Lash. He loses extra villagers, which reduces the villager lead to 5. The second TC will take care of making that even better. A keep in the berries. The Musk is healing. That's actually a great play from Lash, building the front Musk to give that healing to his units. I think that's a technology from the House of Learning that you can research. Double range defense upgrade is going to be very important because of the Horse Archers running around. That means that the Men-at-Arms and potential Lancers in the future will survive way better to the Horse Archers. Only 17 for Lash, he lost quite a bit. That can be a good sign for Jando, but he's now falling on the economy. 7 villager lead once again for Lash. Lash on the boar, and I think he's now thinking about farms. You need that infinite food source at this stage in the game, where all the food on the map is already being collected. Lash could sneak into that boar there, but it will be an insane amount of time that he would have to walk. The keep on the berries is surely great for Jando, but the trebuchet is already in place for Lash, and Jando now loses houses, which he'll have to rebuild, which will cause some more idle time and extra usage of wood. Ooh, nice, the Ghazi Raiders running around, almost getting the Horse Archers. They were running into a no escape zone. No, they can escape through the wood line of Jando. And the Horse Archers go away. The Scholars come in to try and help. Oh, the Spearmen are all defeated. Lash loses the front line. That could be very important. That means he now can only use... no, there are more 13 Spearmen available. But nice play of Lash bringing the Scholars to heal the units They now have extra movement speed as well, the scholars, because of a technology from the Delhi Sultanate. Is that village fortresses? Yes, it is. So that keep will now work as a second town center as well. But already 10 villager lead for Jando, so if he does not do damage to the villagers of Lash, that means that he will only be able to maintain this distance and never, unless he builds another keep, which seems to be the option. It's kind of a mix of Old Delhi with New Delhi, because Old Delhi would go Tower of Victory, combat with the defender, build keeps, and get a very, very early village fortress build. But Jando went Dome of the Faith plus House of Learning, and now he's already producing villagers from keeps, so he can drop a lot of keeps. Lash is ready to take down the keeps though, with 2 trebuchet, 2 siege engines specialized on taking down infrastructures. And now the crossbow mass joins the horse archer mass, so the men-at-arms from Jando will die even quicker, because crossbows do counter men-at-arms, they do extra damage to all heavy units. Men-at-arms, lancers, even elephants. Yeah, the economy is better for Lash, 1,400 food per minute. The board got raided once again, but this time Lash was able to defend. Not a lot of farms though. Remember that the High Trade House also spawns deer periodically, so Lash can use them at the moment. That's a third trebuchet for Lash, so he'll be taking down those keeps quickly. Nice placement here from Jando. The keep on the stone and on the berries, and now also works as a town center, so he'll be able to get ahead of Lash eventually if there is enough time. If he does damage to the economy, it will help place him ahead on the economical counter. But Lash has a lot of units. Jando only has around 50, less than 50, and Lash has 78 plus siege, plus Springles that will do extra damage to the infantry that is melee. And Lash is moving forward. Jando trying to conquer the sacred sites. They give extra resources to Delhi, remember that. 12 villager lead for Lash. That's a keep from the Rus. It's going up. Plus a tower. 14 villagers building that keep. Jando should have vision because of his own keep. Yeah, he moves up. A mangonel. Oh, Wololo! Jando will try to do some Wololo shenanigans. Will he be able to pull it out? That's a lot of Wololos. Nobody responding to that. Lash just is forced to evacuate. And now the Wololo strategies are off play, because it's on cooldown. The keep is going down though. Villagers are coming back. It's almost dead. The keep is dead. Great play from Jando. I don't think Lash cancelled the keep. No, he still has 1,000 wood, a stone. Maybe just bought it with his special market, the Golden Gate. Nice mangonel shot into the horse archers and crossbows. The heals coming through the scholars are insane, but it's not helping. Jando is losing all the units, and I think this might be GG. This might be Lash getting the second win in the best of 3 and granting his passage over the round of 64 into the round of 36. A second keep coming in from Lash. Jando lost too many units. He has 1,500 food in the bank. He has also no farms. He must be running out of food, and GG gets called. Good game, well played. Lash takes the second win. Good attempt, good place from Jando, but Lash reveals to be better. And he moves to round of 36 on the Elite Classic 3 Open Qualifier Day 1. Or number 1. Yeah, Jando lost villagers there, then Lash was always ahead. When it comes to military, Jando was actually a little bit ahead, but it was very difficult to deal with the horse archers. Economically speaking, Lash with 5k more food, 3k more gold, and 5k more wood. Yeah, Lash was really ahead. Thank you for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed. Leave a like and subscribe if you're watching on YouTube. Use the links down below in the description, and let's get into another set. Welcome everybody, welcome to the stream. How are we doing today? Let me organize these files and we'll be back to more games. We are almost coming back. Hi Charmaine, how are we doing today? Today we're casting some Age of Empires 4 games. Okay guys, we are back. I got into the wrong batch. Let's find another set for us to cast. Oh, we have a good set here. Let's go ahead and cast it. Oh, actually, perhaps we'll go into another set. Okay, nice. Let's cast Eliona versus Avely. I'm just waiting for the mods to be downloaded. What map is it necessary maybe for the mods? The map pool is Baldland, Cliffside, Dry Arabia, Frisian Marshes, Gorge, Holy Island, Lipany, and Sacred Grove. No, I don't know. I'm waiting for the download. It's taking a while, guys. I don't know why. Oh, there you go. We got it. There you go. Into the game. Oh, nice. Knight Templar. Let's get it. Okay, gotta wait 2 minutes still. Having some water. Fuel me up. Welcome to the stream, everybody. Welcome, welcome. All right, 1 minute. Welcome to the stream, everybody. How are we doing today? Oh, it's gonna be on Cliffside. All right, let's go in. Hi everybody, welcome very much to the channel. We are here for a best of 3 on the Elite Classic 3, round of 36, Open Qualifier number 1. Thank you very much for watching. Your support is greatly appreciated. Leave a like and subscribe if you enjoy the content, and support the creators, the hosts of the event, by using the links down below. Oh, not round of 36, round of 32. My bad. We have on the color red, Avely, playing as the Knights Templar, one of the newest civilizations of Age of Empires 4. And on the color blue, it's Eliona, playing as the Chinese. We are on Caliph side, and I'm expecting to see some action going on. I don't think we'll be having a second TC from Avely. Otherwise, there will be already some stone being gathered. Am I still expecting some Chinese professional scout action? But they could also go a super fast castle and then spam palace guards, for an example. But Avely with the Knights Templar would have some defenses against that, including their own Hospitalier, the Chevalier Chanfrère. Into maybe they go Chevalier, they make one or two, they rest a little bit, and they go castle themselves. But I'm sure they would want to get some pilgrims as well to then connect to the sacred sites. Maybe Eliona will just go second town center to get super ahead economically. Maybe just Song Dynasty. Yeah, we are on round of 30 or round of 32. It's a best of 3. So here we are, game number 1, live and direct. It can't even speed up. We are as live as it can be. Eliona starts with 3 on gold, 9 on food, no Imperial Official, no village. And this is the most updated, I would say, the most modern Chinese build. And here on Avely's side, a lot of people on wood now. It's going to be the Kingdom of France that will allow him to build the Chevalier Confrère, and all the military units will produce 15% faster, and they will cost minus 5% gold. Imperial Academy is the play for Eliona, which will allow him to build Imperial officials from that landmark, not from the town center, and also for a cheaper price. And the age up is almost here for Avely, but they lost 3 villagers for that age up, because it takes 1 minute, and every villager is made at every 20 seconds. It's quite a loss. That's why you also get food from wood as a Knights Templar, and also why they have already a faster gathering rate on the wood. Stable coming in, Chevalier coming soon. It only takes... Oh, we have to change vision? It only takes about 22 seconds. So, good timing there for a strong unit, especially in the feudal age. Good for raiding. Can take some fights, especially if there are a good number of them, because they gain 1 HP per every heavy unit around them. Every heavy cavalry. Yeah, heavy cavalry, not just... Because heavy units could be men-at-arms as well, for an example. First pilgrim of Avely walking out to the sacred site, which will generate 108 gold. Eliona moving a lot of people to wood. So I would assume professional scout Suno is getting wheelbarrow right now, which costs 150 gold. That will delay a lot the professional scouts. I don't know if that will be the play. Chevalier Confrère already walking around the base of Avely. No, from Avely. Riding around the base of Eliona. Nobody on the gold. So the Chevalier's targets will be the woodcutters. These villagers on the mill could take some damage. Spearman coming out to the wrong side though. The Confrère will convert here. They charge the wood line. Heavily charges in. Great reaction from Eliona. More Chevalier Confrère, 4 Chevalier. Is this going to be a feudal attack? We see 4 Confrère, 3 archers in queue, so that will be 4 soon. How many archer ranges we're talking about? Only 1. Could be seeing the second very soon, once there are more archers already on the field. 4 spearmen for Ariola, but they can be supervised, they can be produced in 6 seconds. The archers arrive for Avely, but he can't really push. Eliona's base is well protected by terrain and resources. Avely now focusing on the production of those archers. Moving down to the deer. Eliona now going for professional scouts. They're not making archers or Zugnu, but they know about archers from Avely. And the Confrère here could be a great tool to stop the professional scouts as well. Eliona, oh, he's actually going for a horseman. No professional scouts. So he'll try to mass horsemen against Confrère and archers. I mean, that could work. But he's going to need a lot of horsemen. I mean, truth be told, the spearmen could just tank the Confrère, because they'll do way more damage than the Confrère will do to the horsemen. But Avely already with 10 archers on the field. Maybe he needs a second archer range here to scale really well the archer numbers. Because Eliona is pumping spears like if there was no tomorrow. Oh no! The villagers from Avely get found out on the deer. That's really bad. One of the villagers going down. Eliona is almost 10 villagers ahead. Because then, when you build a pilgrim, it also takes a couple of seconds. Yeah, you lose a villager when you get your first pilgrim. And the pilgrim even now getting attacked by Eliona. Great play. He's taking the power away from Avely, he's taking the food, he's taking the extra gold generation, he's doing really, really well. At the same time, he has a lot of spearmen and he might be going castle soon. He's going for stone now, maybe a second town center. Oh, he got another villager over there. Avely is in panic mode now, reacting to that food. Good raid from Eliona, no doubt. Now Eliona moving to the deer themselves, so no professional scouts. Just now conquering a bit of space to allow him to expand his economy to different parts of the map. Avely 9 villagers behind, and Eliona has the gold collection. Oh, has a lot of taxes available there. And also the supervision, improving the gathering rate from the villagers when dropping off. Now just creating more resources when dropping off. Double tower for Eliona on the deer, nice secure. Eliona was also able to mass a lot of horsemen, now up to 13. Avely kinda stopped making Confrères, he only has 7, because also he was out of food. And Avely is up to 19 archers. which might not be enough to deal with the whole army of Eliona, because only 7 confrères, so they'll die pretty quickly to the spearman. Evil is trying to do some damage. He lost 7 villagers, I think, again on that raid. That was a lot of horsemen raiding. So now he's almost 20 villagers behind. He's 14 villagers behind at 10 minutes into the game. And he's gonna lose the archers here for the horsemen and spearmen. This could be GG. I think it is. I think it is GG. The archers go down here to the horsemen and spearmen. Lost 8 villagers. Eliona is going Barbican of the Sun to get a Song Dynasty activated. So we'll get even further ahead. Horsemen getting more and more archers there. This is really bad for Evil, yeah, really bad. Eliona is on the front seat and on the driver's seat as well. Song Dynasty now achieved by Eliona. Barbican protecting the gold. It's really good position. And now Avely going for the triple archery range. At the same time he's doing farms. I don't know if his wood economy can handle it. He moved 18 villagers, more than half of his economy, to wood, because he also generates a bit of food now. Now, I don't think he can afford all those archers plus the farms. But if he can amass archers, that will be great. But Eliona is already super into horsemen. 17 horsemen is a great mass here. Avely would need like 35 archers to effectively deal with that. Oh no, never mind. Because I forgot that the pilgrim numbers also count to the villager kill number. So that's inflated. So Eliona is still 15 now villagers ahead. But I don't think he killed 9. I think he killed at least 3 or 4 pilgrims. Oh, and Eliona is going to the castle age. Avely is really behind in economy. Not just in numbers, but in practicality too. The year is running out here for Eliona though. And then he's forced to move into those berries. He's also on those berries over there with some supervision.